What's up, peeps? It's the kid Larry, aka L.R.Player here, back with another broadcast from the jump rope community. This is very exciting for me right now because I have a very special guest and official guest. I'm stuttering on my words. I'm nervous. Please forgive me. Got a good brother here. He started his own brand. He do his own jump rope workshops. I'm sorry, out on the East Coast in Philly. I'm correct if I'm not correct, but he'll correct me if I am. I'm gonna introduce this brother right here, Mr. Adam Banks. How you feeling, brother?
I'm good, my brother. How you feeling tonight? Thanks for having me.
All right, all right. Yep, yeah. So,
Yep. So
man,
I'm out of New Jersey. Sorry about
excited.
that. It's close enough though. I'm actually in South Jersey, which is like 30 minutes from Philly. But yeah,
Okay.
it's like 30 minutes away. So I'm in the New Jersey area, outside of Land
Oh,
City.
okay. My bad, people. New Jersey in the
That's all
house,
good.
East Coast. So,
Yep.
man, you started your own rope brand, man. How did that? Well, matter of fact, let me go back. How
Mhm.
did you get into jump roping?
Oh man, so it's a long story. So I'm gonna try to give a quick summary. I got into jump rope. I used to play a lot of sports in school and stuff like that. So for football, our coach had us jump ropes and stuff like that. So fast forward, I want to say when I was like 30, I was a little bit overweight, and I got back into the gym. I hated like everybody else. I didn't love running. I really didn't like cardio like that. So I just picked up a jump rope and started jumping rope. That was around, I want to say like 2012, 2013 area. Now I could always jump rope, but I wasn't like, nice with it. So
Like how we
I
are
start,
now?
yeah, like I'm yeah, nowhere near. I'm talking about, I could just do a basic
Yeah.
bounce, one leg, other leg, and stuff like that. So I did that for like a year at the gym, lost a lot of weight, got in good shape, and then from there, I started my own jump rope class. So how the jump rope class worked, we would do like strength training, and then I would just throw a jump rope in there for cardio. So I've been doing that class ever since 2014, doing that class. So that's when I kind of got into like jumping rope, but I wasn't really doing what I'm doing now until COVID, actually. And I typed in a video. First video I saw was Muhammad Ali. He was jumping rope, and I saw how he was doing the different tricks and stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. So I went a little bit deeper, and I typed in jump rope, and then that's when I found a video of Raji from Rush Athletics video, the one where he's doing all types of tricks and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then
Mm-hmm.
then I went on to Instagram, and then sure enough, of course you popped up, other people popped up. I want to say, God, I don't want to butcher his name, Tananis. I forgot his last name, but he does
Tony,
yeah,
Tana.
Tana, yeah. So I saw a
Yeah,
couple of his
Tona.
videos,
Yeah.
yeah, Lewis Woods video, and I just fell in love with it. And I was like, I want to do this. So, um, pretty much like COVID, that's probably when I started, getting into tricks and stuff like that. To now, just fell in love with it. So pretty much what brought me to bring my
Well,
own,
that's what we
start
have
my
in
own.
common.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. So yeah, what brought me to start my
Yeah,
own
that's what
jump
we
rope
got in
was,
common, man. Both of us are COVID babies.
yeah. I think a
My
lot of
bad. I
people
ain't
are
mean to cut
COVID.
y'all.
Nah, you're
Yeah,
good. I think a lot of people started during COVID, man. I think a lot of people. You talk to anybody, or you look at anybody's bio, you'll see like 2020, 2021. I think that was when it was like all birth during COVID. Because with me, when you can't go to the gym, I mean, you got to find something else to get that cardio in. And the jump rope was perfect for me. And with me, I always could jump rope. I went more in depth with it and stuff like that, and learned different stuff. So.
So what was the most difficult move that you tried to execute, or the most difficult move that you wanted to learn or tried to learn? I mean, you could do it now, but what was the most difficult move that was giving you fits?
Oh man, believe it or not, man, the double under. It took me a year to learn that double under. I for some, I know exactly right.
Yeah.
Like I could do the crossover, I could do everything else, but that double under for some reason for a year, it took me a whole year. But when I got it, it was I was able to pick it up, and but yeah, for a whole year I could not get it. I think 'cause I was jumping too high, my arms were going too far, I was panicking up in the air and stuff like that. But Yeah, eventually got it after a year. So the double under, I know that sounds crazy. The double under was the one that had me slipped up for a while. The crossover was pretty easy. Learning crosses were pretty easy and stuff like that. But yeah, I probably had to say double under was probably the
Hmm.
hardest.
Okay, so what was your experience like? For me, like when I went on Instagram or when I discovered Instagram, um,
Hmm.
like I typed in a hashtag and just found out like there's a whole world of skippers out there with so many styles. Like, what was your reaction or what was your impression of that?
Oh man, it was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Like because where I'm from, like no one really is into it like that. So when I saw there was a bunch of people across the world just jumping rope like that, man, it was a beautiful thing. And one thing I say about like the jump rope community, I love everyone is so supportive. I mean, from just sending you a message, liking stuff. People I never met, sending me a message. Oh man, you're doing great. Even when I started, my brand, just the amount of love I got from different people across the world, man, was great. So yeah, it was a great thing to see that people had the same passion that I had with the jump rope and stuff like that. And like I say to people, the thing I love about the jump rope community and just that space in general. I'm a big hip hop fan. So I kind of like liken it to like hip hop. There's different styles. You got people that do the mid release. You got people that go for speed. It's just so many different styles out there that I think it's a dope thing. What makes it a dope community.
Yeah. Speaking about your brand, what's the origin about your brand?
Oh yes. So my brand is called Blue Philosophy. Pretty much the name is just basically stands for blue, means consistent, and philosophy is a way to think. And so it just really stands for a consistent way of thinking. With anything you got to be consistent to achieve your goals and stuff like that. So that's what Blue Philosophy stands for. And my jump rope, my first signature jump rope, which is here right here, the Gambit rope. There you go. You can see
Oh
that.
yeah,
You
bring it
got it.
closer
Yeah.
to the screen. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
there we
Okay, I'm
go.
right there. All right, there's on the handles. Yeah, sorry about that. I think I'm
Yep, the
opposite of you.
gambit
That's
rope.
why. Yeah, there we go. All right.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, so it's
It's
called the
all
Gambit
good.
rope. Yeah, so the Gambit rope, where I got the name from, I'm a big X-Men fan too, because I used to love Gambit, the dude that used to shoot the cards and stuff like that and on fire. So
Yeah, from Louisiana.
yeah, 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 from yeah, that dated road.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, so where I got the name from, the word gambit itself is, you have to make a sacrifice to gain an advantage. So I think that was a perfect name because, like, I think with jump rope, when you say, yo, you want to try out jump rope, people are like, I can't do it, I'm scared and stuff like that. So my whole thing, what I say to people is, hey, you got to take a risk to gain an advantage. So that's my whole thing with this rope and stuff like that. It's at first, it's going to feel a little bit weird. It's going to take you time, but at the end, you're going to gain an advantage on reaching your fitness goals and jump roping goals too. So that's where I came up with the name from.
yeah. As a comic book nerd myself, like that made total sense to me. Like
Yeah,
Gambit from the X-Men. I mean, I grew up on it myself, and then the
yeah,
meaning
yeah,
of taking a risk, like all that really makes sense and just like hit home for real. Cause like
yeah.
um, jumping rope, you is taking a risk, and it's not like a risk of like you can't do the skill. It's the risk of you coming out your comfort zone to something
Exactly.
that like it take a whole lot of concentration to do, and
Yeah,
and
exactly.
evidently it just come like clockwork, just come natural. So
Yeah,
I like the meaning of that. I like the meaning of that.
I
So
appreciate that,
so
brother.
how long you been doing workshops?
Oh, I've been doing that for since 2014. Like I said, I started out as a trainer actually in 2014, and I got my own class. I was doing every Saturday morning, so I built up a little bit of a following there in 2014 with my jump ropes. And then from there, I just, it's been with me, care with COVID shut down. I was taking it outside. I teamed up with my sister in fitness. Like I shut her out, Chris Johnson, and her amazing team at TWK. We've been holding classes Wednesday and Saturdays now, and it's great to see everybody, loving the rope, jumping the rope, and engage with it too, and getting better with it and stuff like that, and educating people about how, jumping rope 10 minutes is the equivalent of running 30 minutes. I think people don't know that. Because I think the common thing I get about jump rope, and it was gonna hurt my knees, and everything like that. So when people start doing, they actually enjoy it. And then when they're done my class, I'm like, look at your Fitbit or your Apple Watch, and they see how many calories they burn, and they're just amazed about it. So
Have you ever have to like explain the more mental part of jump roping, like the mental health of it to your clients, to your customers, to your peers
yeah, of
when
course,
you
definitely.
teaching?
Yeah, the mental health of it, is great. And a lot of clients, people that bought my rope say like, this is so great for me. Helps with the anxiety, anxiety being at the gym, and just the benefits of it. I get that all the time. Uh, Sometimes we get on a treadmill. Like I said, I'm not knocking anybody that runs on a treadmill or anything like that, but a lot of people, you
Right,
can really
right.
can't get lost. You can really can't get lost in the treadmill like you can with a jump rope. So the mental aspect of it is great. And like I said, I always get the feedback from that from people that come to my class of how much they like, jumping rope because, like I said, they don't realize how much cardio they're getting in during the class. So
Yeah, I totally agree because sometimes I have to set a timer, especially like I'm doing
yeah,
weight training. I had to set a timer like when I'm warming up because I waste like 20, 30 minutes
oh, easily.
just warming up, and then I'm up here doing combos and seeing like what moves work, and then next thing you know, I done tired myself out, and I'm like, man, I'm not even gonna try to hurt myself trying to lift weights now. I'm gonna have to
Oh
do it
man,
another day.
been there, brother. Been there, brother. So there's like the same thing. Same thing with me, man. I'll be like you said, you see this combo, you're almost about to land it, you're in the flow, you feel good, and it's taking you a little bit longer. There's been times, you're an hour in, and you're like looking at I didn't even work out yet. So people are like, how can you spend like two and a half, 3 hours at the gym? I'm like, you understand, I'm like jumping rope sometimes for an hour, and then the time I get to my weights and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the weights have went, with
Yep,
me.
and
But
then
I love jumping ropes. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that.
no, go ahead, continue.
No, I said I love jumping rope so much. I do that for my warm up. So I had actually moved my jump roping session after working out because what I was finding is I'm like so into my jump rope. The time I wasn't even getting into my lifting sessions because I'm so into my rope and stuff like that. And like you said, you're so drained after doing all of that unfortunately I was getting into my lifting session. So
Yeah, nowadays I just carry me a weighted rope, and
mhm.
yeah, I carry me a weighted rope. So if I do that like 5 or 10 minutes before my weight session, that way I won't get distracted trying to make a combo, and then I'm just all warmed up. Now I can get into my weight session and then
That's a good idea.
do
Yeah.
something crazy after that with the rope.
No, that's
Yeah.
dope, man. I like
So
that idea.
tell me about the. Yeah, do you got a weighted rope?
Not yet, not yet. I'm working on it. Hopefully, I should have that in the summertime of next year. Definitely in works
Is
talking to
is this
somebody,
something
designing
you
it
working
myself.
on yourself?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So,
okay.
like I
So
said, I
we'll
got
be
to.
looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I'll definitely keep you in the loop about that.
Yeah. So tell me the worst whip that you receive in any of your jump rope sessions.
Oh man. Oh man. I gotta say recent, man. I recent. I like on my page. I got like my fails, man. And this last one, so I'm doing a crossover switch, and the rope kept on getting near my ear, and I just felt it coming. And it hit my ear so hard. I had to. It just knocked me out, man.
Oh
It was rough.
wow.
Yeah, so it left a mark and everything like that. That's what I tell people, man. Like this jump roping thing is a little dangerous too. Once you get going, once that rope starts going,
Oh
it
yeah. Oh
definitely get
yeah.
a little
Oh
dangerous.
yeah.
You got whips all over your back and
You
stuff
gotta
like
take
that. It
certain
can be
precautions and
yeah,
oh the
yeah,
back. Oh
definitely,
man.
yeah. So in the summertime,
Yeah,
sometimes
that
I like to
back.
jump rope with a bit.
So
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, so like in the summertime, especially when you're jumping rope, sometimes I do it without a shirt. And when you get that whip without a shirt, man, it's a different type of pain, man. So it's definitely not doesn't
Oh
feel
man.
good.
So one time I I had the legacy rope in the gym, and I
Okay.
tried to be bold and have my shirt out, and I'm in a good groove, and I messed
Uh-huh.
around and did like a side swing cross,
Yeah.
and one arm didn't cross all the way, and I took a mean one to the back. I dropped instantly.
Oh yeah,
Whoo,
that's the
man.
worst. Oh, especially with the
Yeah.
weighted. Oh yeah, that definitely hurts, man. You know what?
Yeah.
Also, too, like when you catch a cramp too in the calf. I had that happen before. Not so much a whip. Yeah, I caught a bad cramp one time. I was doing hops, and yeah, I caught a bad cramp during it. It's actually I put it on my Instagram page. It was pretty bad.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So yeah, it's definitely definitely some risks will go along with it, but like I said, it goes away. But the love for it's keeps you going.
Um, so the mini styles that you see on Instagram, is there like anything other than what you're doing that you probably want to learn? Like I don't know, like releases or shuffling or just like a different style that you want to put into your own.
Yeah, eventually I will learn to love the release, love to learn the releases. Definitely want to get to that point sometime next year. But right now I'm just like focusing on just perfecting, getting faster, 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 and perfecting, what I know now, and just and slowly adding on to stuff. But yeah, I would definitely love to learn the releases probably sometime next year. No, I'm gonna probably start up too. That's my New Year's resolution actually to learn that. So
I
definitely gonna get
mean,
into
you
that.
could just start now so you can just carry over to the new year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one I get frustrated with. I did try before. I have tried that before, and that's very frustrating.
Oh yeah, it
Very
is.
frustrating. I have no idea how you guys do it, and so I'm in there twirling, and the things hitting going over my head. It's crazy. But yeah, I definitely want to learn how to master that soon.
Yeah, I messed around and cracked the light in the gym doing like a
Oh,
mic release one time. But the gym light head, I'm sorry, the ceiling it was quite low, but I
okay.
kind of miscalculated and I released it too high and it busted light and I was like, oh shit. All right,
That's
I gotta go
crazy.
talk to the manager, see how much
Yeah.
it costs to replace it.
Oh man, he charge you?
Nah, they ain't man, they were replacing the light anyway, so they ain't even
Okay,
care.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. So you already said you got something in the works in the future.
Mhm.
Um, where do you see yourself going with your brand besides releasing another product?
Yeah, just honestly, just keep on going forward, inspiring people, and to bring other people to the jump rope community, and making people aware of jump roping, and just keep on building on what I got going on. So I'm not sure. My whole thing is just like take one day at a time and make sure that I'm doing the right things to get the name out there and stuff like that. So hopefully in the future, I can have something, a movement that I'm proud of, that brings people to jump rope and stay healthy. I got
I
into
mean, it little. I mean, from what I seen from your page and from your stories, like you got that movement going already.
appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, man. I see the group. I see the group. The group pics. The group.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, why is my camera? My bad.
No, you're good, man.
All right, for some reason I'm just losing internet service or something like that. All right,
There you
here we go.
go.
Yeah, man. So, um, usually I had a community like ask some questions for any guests of mine. Unfortunately, I didn't think about that. So I'm gonna come up with some quick fire questions. So,
All right, sounds good.
double unders or fast crossovers?
Uh, fast crossovers.
Okay. Let's see, hoodie season or tanks in the
Ooh,
summers?
that's a good one. I'm gonna go tanks. I'm gonna go tanks.
Tanks.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go tanks.
man, I'm a hoodie guy, man. I feel like mellow with the hood on and just
Yeah, but
zone
it's a
in.
different, but it's a different session with a hoodie though. But I'm gonna say tanks because, like I said, the weather is a little bit hotter weather. I kind of like that too. So I'm gonna go with tanks. I'm gonna go with tanks.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. So, Trainers are just no trainers. Trainers with socks. I'm sorry. Trainers are skipping in socks.
Oh, trainers.
Yeah.
Definitely
Have
trainers.
you
Yeah.
ever tried with no trainers?
Yeah, and I got it hurts. It hurts when you get stuck. Yeah, so I tried it a couple times, man, and yeah, didn't like the feeling when it hit my toes, man. Yeah, so I'm not there yet. Hopefully I get to your level, man. I can do it, but yeah, once you that rope hits your feet, man, it ain't good. So
You know
I'm
what
not
the
there yet.
you know the weirdest feel, the weirdest thing to try, and it has a weird feel is doing it blindfolded.
Ooh, oh man, you gotta start a challenge, brother. That sounds good. I
I mean,
like that.
I have done it a couple of times on my Instagram on the post. Few
Okay.
people jumped on it. The first time you do it, it will feel so weird. It's like you really got to like try to hone into what your body is doing in position.
Yeah.
And but when you record yourself, you're gonna see you all over the place. But like after the second or third time, you get
Mhm.
so comfortable with it. But yeah, you ought to try it sometime
All
in
right,
the
I'm gonna try
background.
that, man. I'm gonna try it sometime the next couple weeks. Watch, I'm gonna tag you. Yeah, you need the force for that, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Let's see. Is there any other form of fitness or other exercise besides weight training and like jump rope that you do that you like incorporate? Oh, come on.
I'm trying to think. Nah, that's about it, man. Just basically jumping rope. Sometimes I'll incorporate the stairmaster. But other than that, it's just basically jumping rope and strength training, man.
Well, yeah, the stairmaster quite different than the treadmill.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. So I'll incorporate that, but mostly yeah, I'm with my jump rope and my weights, man. And those are two things I love. So yeah, and like I said, the time between both, it's already an hour and a half. I not my session. I'm into my session, so those are my two
okay.
loves right now.
So, do you got anything positive you want to share with the community? Any motivation speech?
Oh yeah, I could just say just stay with it. Like a lot of people, they hit me up. They're like, "Oh, how'd you get there?" and stuff like that. You gotta understand too, like when you see these reels, that's 20 minutes of me trying that one move. Like it's not something that happens right away. It takes time and stuff like that. I was just looking at videos today of when I started, and like it's just crazy, and I can't explain it. Just like you said, it comes to you. The more,
Speaking of that, like, have you ever like traveled back into your own account and just look at your progression, and then like, have you ever thought about the exact moment that you went to that next level, like you went from beginner to intermediate to advanced? Like, do you remember like the exact moment that
oh yeah.
you remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it's hard to look back at my old videos. Be honest with you, because I'm like, ooh, like you're like you thought you were doing something, but you look at it, you're like, ooh, that looked rough. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it's definitely I definitely like to do that. Those videos I keep tucked away, but I'm like, man, it definitely came a long way. But yeah, you know it. Like, I go back to like my double unders, man. Like, when I first landed that, I kind of knew that I had it under control and stuff like that. I just saw the progress with my double unders. I wasn't jumping as high, it just looked a lot slicker. My arms were coming in. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
as wide and stuff like that. And so yeah, you just definitely see it, and it's hard to explain. I mean, it's kind of like I would say like shooting a basketball. It just becomes easier after repetition. The more times you do it, the further you can step back, and your range gets a little bit deeper and stuff like that.
Yeah, you trying to we shoot making free throws. Now we're trying to get back to that Steph Curry range.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, you're already there, brother. Man, you're half court now, man.
Man, I'm such a self critic, man, and I might tell you one thing, you might call my BS on it, but I'm like that, man. I'm self critic, man, and just like you say, like all these 15 seconds that at least took me 20-25 minutes to do.
Exactly.
So I get comments of people thinking that I just do like a one or two take, but
Yeah. It doesn't happen like that.
no,
I
not
can
at
tell you
all.
one time I did do one in one take. I did this crazy move, man. It was like I want to say like 3 months ago. I did this crazy move. Just got on there. I did like I went backwards, squat jump, did some kind of crossover in the air, It was crazy. So only to come to my camera and see that I was even recording. I mean, I was so mad. Like, so sometimes you got that stuff happens too, or you're out of focus too. So you have those problems too.
Yeah. Well, brother, I appreciate you having me. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Oh man,
Being my
anytime,
first
man.
guest.
Anytime. Thanks for having me, man. And like I said, blessings with this podcast, man. It's needed, and anytime, man. It's just a great conversation.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yep.
Appreciate it, brother. So,
Yep. Yep.
people,
Yep.
we have it right there. You got Mr. Adam Banks with the Blue Philosophy, his brand. You see his work.
Yep.
Show him some love on this when it's posted on YouTube. Show him some love in the comments. If you found any value in this, subscribe, like, drop a comment, and we'll see you in the next broadcast. Peace.
All right. Peace.